Okay, good evening, everybody. New link. So can tell I've been off for a while. So good evening, welcome to Bob the Biker on a keep calm because I'm back and looking at the videos of the last video, the last live stream that we did. It was the 1st of July. And it's nearly 3 months, so not 2 months, nearly 3 months. So apologies. There is a new live stream video, the first one. I don't know what happened, and I couldn't rectify it because, as I say, I am a little bit out of practice. But we'll get back on track again. That's the plan. So trust you are all well. Monday 26th of the 9th September 2022. And I am a little bit rusty. And so forgive me if, little things go along. So anyway, so 1st of July, last live stream, 1st of July, which is shocking. But it's 2 months, nearly 3 months. I will be going through why. Yeah, it's been an eventful few months. So stick on the live stream and we'll go through. Now, for some reason, I don't have any chat. So let me see if I can get... There it is. There it is. So that's that. I've forgotten which buttons to press and what I should be doing, but hey, there we are. And it's interesting. So why have I been offline? That's the question. Why have I been offline? But it's good to see the videos have been still helping lots of people. Messages still come through. Videos, there's 5 years of the videos helping people with CBTs, helping people get Mod 1s and Mod 2s, so that's all good. And long may it continue. That's what the videos are there for. And that aside from all that stuff, there's been lots going on in the country, isn't it? So since I've been last on, and I'm no doubt forget some bits and bobs, but we had a new Prime Minister, haven't we? And of course we've had Queen Elizabeth II pass away, which was very sad for everybody. So, but let's get all that behind us and move forwards again. But what's on everybody's minds now? The gas and electric, I suppose, isn't it? Fuel prices a little bit better, but still quite expensive. But we plod on. Still busy at the bike school. 5 schools now, soon to be 7. So we've opened up in Rochdale on site Robinson's. So that's the latest one that opened mid-August. So there's your 5 RJH schools, and we've got a couple more planned to open before Christmas. So watch this space. So lots going on with work, and we've had the trail riding has launched. So we're now trail riding. Got a fleet of Honda CRF 300Ls and a couple of Yamahas as well. We've got, but busy on trail riding, so I'm going to do a video on that, and an interactive video where I can bring in some clips onto the live stream. So that's that. So what about me then? Have you all missed me? That's the question. Have you missed me? And now I'm back. Do you recognise me? Have you missed me? now I'm back. Do you recognise me? And how many people have we got from up and down the country? Anybody who's the furthest away? Have we got anybody from overseas? Good evening to Lisa. Nice of you to join us. JKD, Stoke-on-Trent. Liam, you've grown a beard. Good man. Yeah, I'm growing my beard back again. But anyway, AW8, good evening to you. Nice of you to pop in. And sorry I have been absent for nearly 3 months. Dave Smith, nice of you to pop in, Dave. Yep, I'm going to go on to where I've been the last few months shortly. John Little, nice of you to join us, John. Robbie Rich, it's a new name if I remember. Passing mod 2 a few weeks ago. That was fantastic. That is what we want. The video's helping lots of people pass. Good evening to you, Dean Fisher, and I would. No, I'm not into any of that business. Where have I been? So, how long have we all got? How long have we all got? And good evening to Cedric Dewitt. Nice of you to join us, Cedric. So you may notice, but I do look, certainly recognise it myself, but I do look a lot lighter. I'm actually 3 stone lighter than what I was a couple of months ago, and I've now put a little bit more weight back on, so I'm currently 2.5 stone lighter than what I was. Okay, so that's ultimately where I am. Stephen Clements, good evening, Stephen, and welcome. Pass your mod 2 a few weeks ago, late August, Cedric. AW8. Patience, AW8. Patience, that's the word. You have to be patient. Listen, it's has been an eventful 2 months. So went on vacation to Spain. 2 months planned in Spain to take us up to what we're allowed to. You know, you're only allowed 3 months in 6. So went to Spain for 2 months. Good evening to Sophie. So had a month in Spain successfully, and then all the family were due to come out. So Lisa had her birthday, so family were coming out to spend the birthday with Lisa, and so lots of things planned. And about if I remember, it was the day before. So Lisa's daughter was going to come out, and then her boys were coming out the following week. But the day before Talia was due to come out, we went into La Mata, nice little place just down from where we are, La Mata, and just walking along the seafront and stuff, and decided to choose somewhere to have something to eat, and sort of selection is vast. Anyway, decided to go to this one place, and I thought, well, creature of habit, I'll have a normal chicken korma, and Lisa had she had salmon, and so glass of red wine, chicken korma, pilau rice, nice and easy. It's what I know, and had a nice meal. And then we went to the shopping centre because we were picking something up, and within about an hour we were in the shops, and I said to Lisa, I said, I've had a bad meal. I've had a bad meal. That was about an hour and a half after I'd eaten. Had a bad meal and needed to get home quick. And I was sick as a dog. Although I wasn't sick. I wasn't gone retching, but not sick. Anyway, so that was on the Friday. Bed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No improvement, not able to drink, not able to eat, spent more time in the bathroom than in the bed, and I was battered and bruised from retching. And doctor came out to the villa and examined me, and so food poisoning. And that's as far as it went then. So give it 3 or 4 days, antibiotics, you'll be right as rain, as you normally are when you have a bad meal. After about 4 days, 5 days, no improvement. The medication wasn't working. I'm still not able to drink, still not able to eat, so bed. Meantime, Lisa's daughter had come out, not able to spend any time with them. I think by this stage Lisa had already thought I was pulling her leg, and just not in a good place. So I requested to get the doctor back out, and he then came out. No, sorry, he didn't come out again. I requested that we get in touch with the doctor because I'm not improving, and it was over a telephone call with him that he then told us I've got to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, local hospital, after a week of being in bed in the villa, no food, no drink. Week. Hey, everybody still there, not falling asleep, I hope? A week into the hospital, and there I stayed for 3 weeks. Spain, hospital, there I was for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, they finally let me out. I think they let me out on the Monday, and our flight was booked on the Friday, so it gave me a few days to attempt to get well enough to travel home, but that's another story which we'll go into. So yeah, 3 weeks in a Spanish hotel. Hospital. 3 weeks in a Spanish hotel. Hotel again. It felt like a hotel because it was absolutely fantastic, but it's just outside of Torrevieja. It's a hospital there, and they were fantastic. So what sort of things were wrong with me? Ultimately, it was food poisoning. Worst case of food poisoning that they had ever seen. Trust it to have been me. After a week, so Lisa's boys had come out, so Lisa's family were out, all the children were out to celebrate a birthday, and I missed the whole lot. And then when I came out, they'd all gone home. 3 weeks in a Spanish hospital. All credit though, I had a fantastic nurse, a doctor, who visited me every day and watched the whole process evolve. And she was absolutely fantastic. All of the team that looked after me there were absolutely fantastic. Visiting and things like that, 24/7, so no times and things like that was all good. Yeah, nobody fallen asleep. So yeah, and so where did we go from there? Went in straight away. Had to have the drips and things on because I was dehydrated and I was malnourished because I hadn't at this stage eaten or drank anything for 7 days. And then starts the process of examining and testing and stuff like that. But ultimately, started so my 3 meals a day. I couldn't eat them. Every time I put anything in my mouth to eat it, 5 hours afterwards, I was in excruciating pain. So it took 5 hours for the food to go through my digestive system to then start to cripple me up. So it was then a question of lighter food, trying different things, but no, wasn't having any of it. And a week and a half in, the doctor decided that I needed to needed to be fed through a main artery, a main vein, a subclavian vein, I think it was called, in my shoulder. And that's when then I started being fed, not through my mouth, through my vein, and it was down on this side, it was a main. And tests, so all the tests, the CT scans, the ultrasound scans, everything and it was the food poisoning had gone in, infected a certain part of my intestine, lower bowel. So there was a section on the left side, which was where the pain stemmed from. But that's where this infection was, and it was a gremlin of an infection because it played around inside for 4 weeks. I've been back now in England for 4 weeks, and I'm only really starting to feel anything like normal, but still quite weak. So where did the infection? The infection enlarged my bowel. So I had an enlarged bowel. It spread into my pancreas, which was enlarged. It gave me fluid on my lungs. It made my liver was operating out of its normal comfort zone, so that my liver was affected. Kidneys didn't seem to be affected, but it actually went wild inside of me. And it was only probably about 3 days before they allowed me to leave that I'd started to eat small portions of very light food, so yogurts, fruit, and that sort of stuff. And then it was a real struggle because my confidence had gone. I was unable to talk, and I still, to be honest, my voice, my vocal, is still affected now. I was very emotional, and I don't cry, but I was quite often getting into a conversation with people, and I was almost breaking down. It took a few weeks to gain my confidence to be able to put things in my mouth to eat because of the effects that I was getting. So that side needed to be built up. I had lost. I was bed bound for 4 weeks, so my muscles had all gone. I had no muscles. I couldn't walk. Steps, very. I struggled. Couldn't walk very far. And even now, I'm still building up strength, particularly in my legs. And as you can see, I still am. Well, I am a lot thinner than 2.5 stone. But yeah, yeah, it was so private hospital, and there was as I say, it was like a hotel, and everybody was fantastic. So it was private hospital, very well looked after, and yeah, Liam. So I'd say one point in there, early days when I was in, I thought I would be coming out in a black zippy bag. I was that bad. I didn't think I was going to be coming out alive. And of course, when you know you're having these CT scans and ultrasound scans, you start thinking the worst. You start thinking, well, what if it is? You know, the dreaded C word, which runs in my family, unfortunately. But you start dreading and thinking the worst. So very traumatic time, but great support from the team at the hospital, great support from Lisa and the family, and even now, as I say, I'm just starting to get back to a sense of normality. Still not been on my bike. I've not been on my bike since early July. Well, June. I've not been on my bike since June. And don't think my legs would have taken up to now the weight, but I will be trying. So yeah, all in all, very eventful. It's been a very eventful 2 months, and that, ladies and gents, is why I have not been on YouTube. And I did take the laptop, took the laptop abroad because still do a bit of work from abroad. But during the time that I went ill, I wasn't able to look at work at all. And that's where what comes into it. You have a fantastic team at RJH. So every single member of staff at RJH rose to just carried on, and they did a fantastic job. So well done to the team RJH, because it's all about the people. It's all about the people. Where we had the meal, incidentally, and Lisa goes on all the social channels, but there were a few people that had food at the place that I was at, and so quite a few people got poorly. But tradition, 3 or 4 days, and they're back to normal. Me, it was 4 weeks, so it went wild with me. I think it went wild with me because I didn't vomit on the evening. I retched, but I didn't bring it out, so it stayed in. It was rice, yeah. So Lisa had a little bit of my, so tasted me korma, because do you want to have a little go? Taste of this, nice, yeah. She didn't have it in my rice, but it was the rice. And then you find out afterwards, oh yeah, rice is one of the worst things to get food poisoning from. So it was rice. So I will never, ever in the days that I've got left, I will never have a chicken korma again. I will not, because I won't have that again. And yeah, it was unpleasant. Coming home, had to come home in a wheelchair, so it was touch and go whether we would come home. We overstayed our stay by 2 days, and so 2 days into over our stay, but that was okay. Got not a problem with that. And so yeah, had to come back in a wheelchair. I was very weak. Gave me a seat at the front with all the leg room. Lost my voice again. Couldn't. So somebody sat next to me, wanted to talk on the plane, and I couldn't talk to him because my voice had gone. But anyway, and yeah, so the young lady, Dr. Lourdes, looked after me. So if Lourdes is on, because I did send a link to the YouTube's on LinkedIn. Got a connection on LinkedIn, but Lourdes was the young lady that looked after me. Daily visit, very, very good, and as I say, very, very well looked after. And yeah, so that is where we are. So I am back. I am back. Albeit a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner, a little bit weaker, a little bit older, but we are back. And lots of things happening, lots of things going on. I was down in Stoke-on-Trent, Liam, on Thursday, Friday. You'll see us around now because we've got a nice van which is all logoed up. So if you do see us out and about in the van, give us a shout. Yeah, I had a meeting down in Newcastle under Lyme. I think it was Thursday last week. So yes, I had a meeting in Newcastle under Lyme. The van, whose name is Storm, is absolutely stunning. She is stunning. Don't think I've got a picture on here. If I can find a picture, I could probably show you her. But she is a stunner now. I've had her all livered up. And I haven't got one. Anyway, never mind. Six miles. Where are you then, Liam? Where are you down there? You further south than Newcastle under Lyme or north? I could be, Liam. Could be. If anything happens, it will be 2023. But we had a good, positive meeting. And that's all that we will say at this stage. But yeah, we've got a busy few months ahead with 2 more schools potentially opening this side of Christmas. And they will be special. They will be special. So if all goes to plan, 5 schools will be 7. Edge of Stone, I know it well around there. Going back 15 to 20 years ago, used to do a lot of Mod 2, not Mod 2 as before the Mod 2, the old tests in Newcastle under Lyme. So used to do a lot of test routes around Keele and round there. And then when they brought out the Mod 1 and 2, we used to go down to, actually we did Lichfield as well as a test centre from Congleton, and we also used, when the Mod 1 came out, Burton-on-Trent and Shrewsbury, all from Congleton. But yeah, I used to do a lot of road training around. Yeah, thought about it, Dave, but to be honest with you, we've just at the minute we've not even pursued anything because I've not had the energy, and from what we've gathered, it's just a minefield of. So but it did have a knock-on effect. It wasn't just me in hospital. We missed it all I missed all the family coming out and missed the birthday celebrations and stuff like that. But it's how it is. So it's coming to terms with it in here and not wasting any time on it. Yeah, well, I ain't. It's steadily getting back into it, Liam. So yes, I'm not training at all. I can't. There's not a chance. But yeah, it'll take a few months to get back onto any shape or form of normality. But yes, I don't take offence, Liam. I am very realistic about 3 months. Yeah, well, it's been 2 months for me now, and I would say I'm about 80% of normal. That's where I think I am. I would say I am 80% of normal. So still a bit more to go yet. But yeah, I won't be on for too long, Liam. Where are we now? We've been about an hour. Half an hour. So I'll give it another 15 minutes and I'll probably disappear. Go and watch the rest of see how England are doing. That's what I might do. So what has everybody been up to? The weather's been good. The weather has been good, so you've all been out on your bikes. The weather has been fantastic. Probably too warm at times. Yeah, it's probably been too warm at times, but and again, the weather at the minute, today's been a beauty. So if you're not working, have you been getting out on your bikes? Has anybody bought any new bikes? Yes, AW8, the experience was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Met John McGuinness. Great stuff. Yeah, Alton Park, isn't it? Was Alton Park just this weekend gone. And you get any photos then, Liam? What was he like? Was he good? All right? Happy to... They get a bit funny sometimes, don't they? With all the attention. So the next live stream is not going to be Sunday, I don't think, but might do it Monday again next week. I'm going to do a live stream on the trail riding. So the trail riding has started to get a little bit of momentum. And if you have a look on the playlist of the trail riding, and I know on Sunday, this coming Sunday, we got the busiest day that we've had so far on trail riding, and they're going to be going out into the Peak District. So we've got John Bilborough, who's the sort of chief guide. He's got vast amount of experience on trails, and you've got young Sophie, who he's taken under her wing. She's come along nicely on trail riding. So I think I'm going to do a live stream on trail riding, and what I can do is bring a few videos in and we'll do a few interactive videos and see how we go with that and just get a little bit of interest on that. And then once I've done that, over the next few weeks I want to get back into the live streams of the CBTs, the Module 1s and the Module 2s, which is what we do and what we've done well. NC750, Mal, very nice too. Very nice too. There are some nice bikes out there. And still, for me, I think the Triumph is the one that's ticking all the boxes for me, but I'm just, after the last few months, I've just not even anywhere, shape or form in the mood. And I'm glad I didn't buy one back then, because it would just been stuck in the garage. So, I mean, I've not even looked at my bike for 3 months. I've not even opened the garage door to look at it. Don't even know whether it's still there. So it'll be next year now for me. It will be next year. Anybody done the NC500? Anybody done that recently? That's the one in tip. The NC500 everybody's raving about this year. But that'll be, it's got to be on the bucket list, isn't it? If you're somebody, if you're passing your tests and stuff, that's got to be on your bucket list. The NC500. The trail riding. We got a couple of lads over the weekend do the trail riding, and we have thought about it. It was very early days, but one of the conversations came out was about doing a 2-day trail riding. So stop over to 2-day accommodation in the middle. So that'll be next year. I think we'll be looking at the Peak District, getting over, staying over. So I'm 2 full days. That would be fantastic. And for some reason, I can't wait for it to snow. So when it snows, that's when I want to get out on a trail bike and do the trails over the Buxton Hills when it's snow. Always wanted to do that, and it's going to be a reality now. So that's me. I'm just going to be rattling on now. That'll do me. Just thought I would check in. Nothing too stressful. Just check in. That's why I've not been on YouTube. And thank you to everybody that's been checking in and messaging that, the videos have helped me do this and that and achieving my goals. It really does make a difference. We've got a fleet of MT-07s, John. Lovely bikes. Lovely bikes. If you're thinking of getting one and going with passengers, maybe go up a little bit. MT 09, maybe the 07 might be. It's great for a first bike if you're on your own, but if you start wanting to take somebody on the back, might be restricting you a little bit. So just think about going up a little bit. But yeah, so that's all it was to just check in, let everybody know that I am still here. Keep calm because I am back. Yeah, keep calm because I am back. And next live stream, check it out, will be all about trail riding. So I'll love you and leave you, and look after yourselves, keep safe, and we will see you all very, very soon. So bye for now. Thanks for checking in. Bye for now.